Good evening and a very warm welcome to all of you joining this broadcast live. We are coming to you from Bengaluru. A big one awaits in the prospect is the home country India taking on Sri Lanka in match number 17. This is a Pool A encounter. India did play Philippines the other day and went down in a closely fought contest. Sri Lanka will be competing in their second fixture. Here are the scenes of a short while back, India arriving at the venue. You can see Gitanjali Bagga, Pooja Chopra, and the rest. Lakshmi Cover. They know what challenge awaits these girls. We did manage to speak to the coach and the skipper of the Indian side, and here's what they had to say about facing one of the firm favorites to go all the way in Sri Lanka.
Myself, Aishwarya, player from Team India. We have been guided by our mentors, Hariom sir and coach Vikramadin sir. We have been practicing for a long time for this opportunity. We are today going to beat Sri Lanka. We are hoping so. So, thank you.
माय नेम इज़ पलक आई एम असिस्टेंट कोच ऑफ टीम इंडिया। आज हमारा थर्ड मैच है श्रीलंका के साथ जिसमें कि हमारी टीम इंडिया पूरी तरह तैयार है श्रीलंका के साथ खेलने के लिए और मुझे अपनी टीम से पूरी उम्मीद है कि वो अच्छे से परफॉर्मेंस करेगी और जीतेगी। थैंक यू।
Here's how India shape up to face Sri Lanka. Praveen Jagtap starts in goal. Aishwarya PK in the defense. Sonam Sharma in the wing defense. Surbi plays through the center. Pooja Chopra on wing attack. Shilpa in goal attack. And Lakshmi Cover plays as a goal shooter. On the bench, starting as subs, Gitanjali Bagga, Navdeep Kaur, Mahi, Vaishnavi, and Varsha. The head coach for this Indian side is Vikramaditya Reddy. Is being assisted by Palak and Yashasvi Kaushik is the manager of the Indian team. And here are the pictures of the champions, the defending champions, arriving at the venue. They do look like a team to beat, have a pretty much one-sided affair in their previous outing. Everybody was in top-notch form, ably led by the Langi. And we did have a word with the skipper as well as the coach of the Sri Lankan side. And here's what they had to say about facing the host country, India.
Hi, I'm Gayanjali Amravansha from Team Sri Lanka. So this is our third game in the tournament with the hosting country India. So we got, as a team, we got up strategies and plans for this tournament and for this game as well. So today we're gonna do well as previous games. Thank you.
I am Prasadi, National Coach Sri Lanka. Especially thank Indian Netball Federation, their organized committee. Today is our third match. We hope to win in today's match. Thank you.
Well, both the teams pretty straightforward. They have prepared for this fixture. They do know what challenges await them. Here's a look at the Sri Lankan side starting this fixture. Gayani starts in goal. Malmi in the defense along with Sachini. Gayanjali plays through the center. Dilangi, the skipper, out wide on the wing, and Rashmi as a goal attacker. Dushala will lead as a goal shooter for this side. Nisha, Gayatri, Hashita, Shanika, and Sushima starts as sub. Prasadi is the coach of this side from Sri Lanka. Nothing changes from their previous fixture against Saudi Arabia. Pretty much the same starting seven. Both the teams pretty straightforward in their pre-match interviews. They have prepared for this fixture, and they'll probably go all out to try and grab those 2 points up. India did lose their previous outing against Philippines. They did fight well, but in the end, it was the side from Philippines who had the last laugh. And here's what Group A comprises of: Sri Lanka, Malaysia, Philippines, Maldives, India, Japan, and Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, of course, the first time participants in this edition of the Asian Netball Championship. And in case if you have joined for the very first time, this is the 13th edition of the Asian Netball Championship, being hosted by India after a gap of 35 years in the country. It used to be every 4 years up until 2012, starting from 1985, and then from then onwards, it's been every 2 years, barring 2020 due to COVID. And Sri Lanka haven't had lost a game in the last 2 editions. The champions in 2018 and 2022, one of the most successful sides as far as this tournament goes. Winners in 1989, winners in 1997, 2001, 2009, 18, and 2022. Have been runners up 4 times as well. So they do enjoy the bragging rights. It was a completely one-sided affair. Well, good to see some numbers turning out to support, to have the banners along with it. Soon the Indian skipper waiting for ref signals for the teams to arrive on the court, and waiting for the ground announcer to get the game going. The umpire is officiating this fixture, Emma John. Emma John, Adam Ady, and the reserve umpire, Regina Wong. They will be officiating this fixture. Formalities out of the way. Probably seconds away from the start of this very important fixture from India's standpoint. And I'll be calling the game for the 4 quarters. Junaid Ahmed from the commentary box. We all have seen the threat the Sri Lankan side poses. Clear height advantage. The likes of Tishala, the threat she presents up top, will be a good competition when we see Tishala taking on Praveen Jagtap. But India will have to start strongly, because if you give Sri Lanka a sniff, they're going to keep scoring like they did in the previous 2 fixtures. The last two times these teams met, it was more of a one-sided affair. Sri Lanka getting on the right side of result. 137-29 was the scoreline back in 2018, and in 2022, 102-14. We'll be looking for a reverse result this time around. Team has been preparing for this fixture, the Indian team, for a very long time. Under the guidance of Vikramaditya Reddy, who try and give everything they have to get a result in their favor. All set for the start. India get things underway, going from right to left on your screens. You have to try and get those combinations right. They will be marking the Indian players out. Early foul conceded by Sri Lanka. Been pretty good with defense, Sri Lanka. Haven't conceded anything as yet. Here's Lakshmi cover. And finds the first one. Pretty good start for India. And you can see the fans. Here's Gayanjali for Dulangi. Dulangi in the center, and will have a free shot at it. Beg your pardon, that's Rashmi who's playing as a goal attacker. Dulangi is playing out wide on the wing. There's Pooja Chopra. Finds Shilpa, who converts with ease. 2-1. You have to believe and keep on scoring. They can try and sort that back line out. Not give any sort of space for Lankan girls to try and have a go-ahead target. Well, there's a foul infringement, and Tishala will have a free shot at it. And she hasn't missed a chance as yet, right throughout. Converts with utmost ease. There's Surbhi for Sonam Sharma. Couldn't quite keep it in and probably was knocked out for a throw in India's favor. Another infringement, and India have the ball. Sonam, long ball forward for Surbhi. Surbhi waiting for Lakshmi cover, back with Surbhi. Shilpa, Surbhi, back with Shilpa. Infringement. Here's a Shilpa. Pooja. And an infringement. India gets a free shot at the target and they score. It's a good start from India's standpoint. Scoring with every opportunity they have. But Sri Lanka could be dangerous. There's Dulangi for Rashmi. Back with Tishala. Is there a contact there? And Tishala converts. Shilpa. Pooja for Lakshmi was knocked over. Offside. Here comes Sri Lanka. Through Dulangi, Gayanjali, and Tishala will find the hoop. Gets to the end of it. Tishala. Was that? Yep. Throw in given in India's favour. Long ball forward. Here's Pooja Chopra. Decides to go back. And infringement gets India the ball. Another interception. Back-to-back interceptions perhaps from Sri Lanka. And ends up conceding a foul on the second one. Well, there you see there's a clear height advantage in Sri Lanka's favour. Not allowing India to get the ball further forward and find the likes of Lakshmi cover and Shilpa. Couldn't quite convert it, Shilpa. The throw in India has. Lakshmi will have a go at it. Contact and India will have a free go at it, and India converts. End-to-end stuff. This is going to be exciting if India could keep the intensity going. Well, the movement of the ball and the hunger to win it back is pretty evident from Sri Lanka. Contact was made outside. Should be for Lakshmi cover. Shilpa waiting in the center. Lakshmi will have a go at it, and Lakshmi converts. This is a good start from India. Here comes Sri Lanka. Gayanjali for Rashmi. Tishala waiting in the center. Gets it. Well, you cannot block Tishala because no one has been able to block Tishala as yet in the tournament. Pretty clear height advantage against Praveen Jagtap. Good movement. Here's Pooja Chopra, finds Surbi. Surbi waiting for options. There's a good movement towards the left side of the court from Shilpa. Infringement. India has the ball. Here's Pooja for Shilpa. Knocked back in the court. Here's Gayanjali. Gayanjali, I beg your pardon. Dulangi. Back with Gayanjali. Tishala, and Tishala will convert. Sri Lanka have their noses in front, but only just slender margin. Manages to keep it. Couldn't quite, perhaps. That goes out of the play for Trovin. And they score again. The difference in between the two sides is what we have seen so far. Still early days in the game. But the defense from Sri Lanka looks absolutely rock solid, not allowing the Indian team to get the ball further forward. There have been interceptions. Shilpa and Lakshmi haven't been allowed space to turn and take those chances. And there you see again, Gayani is blocking everything coming their way. Free pass. Shilpa finds Pooja Chopra, leaves it for, and the goal stands. Dulangi for Gayanjali, back with Dulangi. Infringement just outside the goal circle. Sri Lanka has it. Rashmi for Tishala, brilliantly done. Well, that has been given as infringement, and Sri Lanka will have a free go at it. Tishala finds the net. India with the intensity to move the ball forward, brilliantly done. Pooja Chopra finds Shilpa. Shilpa with options. Surbish. Oh! Off the ring and back into the court. Here comes Sri Lanka. Long balls played forward. Good combination. That's Rashmi, Gayanjali, and Sachini combining. Malmi, I beg your pardon. Here's Gayanjali. Lead is slender. And once it gets to those hands, then the probability of convergence is quite high. India will have to keep scoring. And here comes the first change. Gitanjali Bagga is on the court. Has looked impressive in the last couple of games she's played. The game against Japan was outstanding, and then in a closely fought battle against Philippines. Slowly but surely, Sri Lanka have started to distance themselves from India in the first quarter. Still got 5 minutes to play. Tishala pouches that one pretty safely in the end and converts one more into a goal. Finding their foot in the game now, Sri Lanka. Here's Gayanjali, finds Rashmi. Rashmi has a good grab of it, and Lakshmi, well, couldn't quite manage to keep it on target. Here's Shilpa. There's an option waiting in the center through Surbi. Didn't get an early pass towards the left, who was open there. Here's Shilpa for Surbi. There's a Gitanjali, who seems to be in a better position. There's an infringement, and Shilpa has it, decides to go back for Gitanjali. It's a free pass, is what the referee has called, and India have managed to get one back. India bringing the ball forward with some purpose. Shilpa finds it, and Shilpa scores! This is good stuff. They haven't got the game to run away from them, India. Sri Lanka looks rock solid in defense, but India are somehow finding answers to it. And Tishala finds the net again. Kurbi. Sonam Sharma, Gitanjali. Wasn't aware of the ball arriving. There's a contact and we'll have a free shot. And they convert yet again. Rashmi for Tishala, and another one goes through the net. The good thing from India's standpoint is they have scored 8. Like I said, they haven't allowed the game to run away from them in the first quarter. There's always a possibility of a comeback, because we'll have to keep scoring. There's no second thoughts about it, because Sri Lanka, they always seem to have a lot of space on the court for them. And when the ball reaches the goal third and finds Tishala, there are pretty slim chances of the ball not going through the hoop like it did on the previous occasion. Change now. Pooja Chopra is going to be back, and she replaces Sonam Sharma. Stopped out of the places. Gitanjali is playing in an advanced position. Pooja did start this game as a wing attack. Seems to be a change in the strategy from Vikramaditya Reddy. And they get one more. Aishwarya was open to it and finds the pass, but like I said, the marking has been brilliant, tracking all the options India has going forward. Sri Lankan girls. Back with Surbi, playing on the edge of the circle and finds one there. Looks like is Vaishnavi, who's on the court now, replacing Lakshmi Kanwar. Tishala finds the ball and Tishala finds the net as well. We convert from defense to attack in about 4 passes. The girls in yellow. And they get one. India are trying to put a show, put up a fight. So that's the end of the first quarter, and it's been dominated by Sri Lanka. India have fought well, started the quarter on a very positive note, scoring those first 4. And Sri Lanka have just started to separate themselves from the home side. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Do stay with us for what's the next to come in this fixture. Welcome back to all the viewers joining in. This broadcast is also live on Netball Federation of India YouTube channel as well as Sports KPI. Here's Sri Lanka going from right to left on your screens. Swift movement again. Rashmi finds the ball and Rashmi has a go at the target and scores. Good start to the quarter for the visitors. Draws back to receive it. Gitanjali Bagga, that's a good ball. Just lobbing it over for Shilpa. Surbi. And well intercepted. Gyanjali. And she scores. Well, that has been the difference between these two sides because off the ball movement from Sri Lanka has looked superior. The ability to run down the court and across is what has separated these two teams. They find themselves into those spaces to receive the ball and bring it forward. Well, they always find themselves with a lot of space to work with. There's a contact there. The referee did spot it, and Tishala scores another one. That lead is slowly but surely becoming too much of a burden to carry it forward to the next quarters. Yep, snapped at it. And another infringement, and Sri Lanka has a free pass. So two back-to-back infringements, and Tishala grabs the opportunity with both hands. Gitanjali, Surbi, Pooja. Here's Gitanjali. Back with Gitanjali. Shilpa, and infringement India's way. Gitanjali has the ball, and was there a contact from behind? Another infringement, and India gets a free pass. And India gets a point. There's Rashmi. And that has been the order of the day. Swift passing, finding the right sort of ball, right sort of pass. Knocked away by Rashmi, who's tracking back to try and win the ball. Good switch in play. Shift towards the left. Here's a Pooja Chopra for the goal defense. Gitanjali. Back with Gitanjali. Surbi was there. Manages to just knock it inside. Has that gone out of the court? Looks like it has been. And Gyani restarts. Gyanjali, Rashmi. Dulangi to Rashmi, and Rashmi to Tishala. And that's an infringement. Now that lead is getting significant from India's standpoint. 15 is the differential between the two sides at the moment. Slowly but surely, Sri Lanka have started to stamp their authority on this contest. Here's Gayanjali. So we'll be trying to block her. Intentional obstruction is what the ref has called. Shala manages to hold it and converts. Not sure if that goal stands because the throw-in was called for India. Well, that's intercepted, and here they come again, backtracking the Indian girls, but Sri Lanka find themselves in the right sort of spaces and scores. It was a bit early with the call there, because I'm pretty sure when Tishala has the ball, 99% of the times, if not 100, it's going to find the hoop and through it. There's India. Here's Gitanjali Bagga. Will have a go at the shot. Hits the ring and bounces back on the court. Is that going to be an infringement? The Sri Lanka ball. And here they come again. Swift movement. Gitanjali makes that run. Finds herself into that space. Vacant space on the left wing. Another obstruction. Free pass, and Sri Lanka get one more. Another brilliant ball there, finding Tishala, and Tishala finds another goal. It's getting way too easy now for the girls in yellow. The only difference compared to the start of the first half is Sri Lanka have tightened their screws in the defense. They're winning everything going towards the likes of Shilpa and Gitanjali Bagga, not allowing India to have a go at the target. They'll have to get better with their attacking prowess, India. Contact. Here's Gayanjali for Rashmi. Rashmi has a go at it herself and finds another one. Have to try and find a way to claw themselves back into the contest. Surbhi again not in the right side of space. The back facing goalwards pretty close to the liking to receive the ball and played forward on that occasion, but Sri Lanka on the other side of the court converting from another opportunity that was presented. Here's Rashmi, gets it back from Gayanjali. Whole time, referee wants to have a quick word back. Advanced penalty. Deliberate infringement was the call. Rashmi couldn't convert it. Tishala gets the rebound. Perhaps that's gone out of the play for a throw-in. Is that a contact? Yes. Have a penalty pass and they convert yet again. Right, still got 5 minutes left in the second quarter. And a change for India in the center of the court. Surbi goes out and Mahi is on the pitch. Looks like it's going to be Vaishnavi as well who is going to come out and take that role of one of the attackers. Contact. Dulangi for Rashmi. And at the moment, it's getting way too easy for the girls in yellow. Here comes Sri Lanka again through Gayanjali. It's a free pass for Sri Lanka. Right, here they come again. Pretty much aware of the presence of a defense. The wing attack in Dulangi. She knows there is Pooja Bagga breathing on her shoulder. Makes the movement, takes the lead and receives the ball in more of an open space and plays it forward. They've been brilliant right throughout. And that's always a hallmark of a champion side because they know their strengths. They have trained hard. The number one side in Asia. Oh, that was close. You'll have to score from such opportunities because they rarely come. And when they do, you'll have to try and make it count. Does it with ease yet again. Well, that has been the story so far. Game that promised a lot. India definitely looked gassed out at this point. We'll have to find some sort of inspiration going forward again. Not finding themselves into right sort of spaces. Here's Gitanjali Bagga and the goalkeeper there just knocking it out for a throw in India's favor. Goes down in the court, still India's ball. Was more of coming together of Pooja Chopra and the other Sri Lankan player. Another bad pass. Here's Gitanjali for and they get one back. Vaishnavi. Does well to keep the ball there. There's Gitanjali. Waiting for options, Vaishnavi. And they get one more. This is better. They'll have to keep going at it because Sri Lanka, whenever they have an opportunity, they will score for sure. Contact It's going to be free pass again. Less than a minute to go in the second quarter. And Sri Lanka have managed to grab this game by scruff of its neck. Not giving literally anything away in the first couple of quarters. India did manage to score 9 in the first, but in the second, it's been all Sri Lanka. Better movement. Have a go at the target and rebound and back into the court and back into Sri Lanka's hands. Just not finding it easy to win the ball back from the Sri Lankan girls. Very easily done in the end. But that has been the hallmark of this side from Sri Lanka, because the way they have moved the ball, they have looked an absolute threat. So that's the end of quarter number 2, and that's half time here at the Koramangala Indoor Stadium in Bengaluru. And Sri Lanka have looked absolutely threatening. They have dominated the game right throughout. And the difference of 27 points speaks for itself. India 12, Sri Lanka 39 at the halfway mark. Do stay with us. We will be back in about 4-5 minutes from now for the next 2 quarters coming our way. Hello and welcome back once again to all the viewers watching us live on Sports KPI. Back with the third quarter. Sri Lanka have flexed their muscle in the second quarter. India will have to try and find answers. It's pretty good to see some of the fans in the comments section on our YouTube channel appreciating the fact that India have improved over the years. Because this game back in 2018 and 2022 was a pretty much one-sided affair, but the scoreline was completely different. Of course, lost out in the 2018 championship in the group stage by 137 to 29. And in the last edition back in 2022 in Singapore, 102 against 14. Dushala gets one more added to the total. There's Surbi for Pooja Chopra, lack of coordination. Rashmi, Vulangi, beg your pardon, Rashmi, Vishala turns. Obstruction, and Tishala finds the net. Gyanjali waiting outside the circle. Another infringement, and India gets the ball. Brilliantly done, but there was an infringement there. So India has the ball through Aishwarya. That lead is getting stretched by every passing minute. Gitanjali Bagga for Surbhi. Offside signal. Here's Gitanjali, lobs it towards Surbhi. Surbhi still has it. Was waiting for Lakshmi Kaur, who has joined Shilpa as another attacking option. Gitanjali. Here's Shilpa. Surbhi gets the knock from the wing defense there from Sri Lanka. Sachini. It's been a good game for Gayani as well, because all the defensive exploits Sri Lanka have managed well, not allowing the likes of Lakshmi Kaur, Vaishnavi, who played in the second quarter, and Shilpa to find themselves into the right side of spaces to try and attack from there on. Another interception, successful one. Defense to attack in less than 2 seconds. Well, what a ball movement was that. Brilliantly done again. And for all the struggles India go through to try and get the ball on the other side of the court, Sri Lanka, they do it with utter finesse, utter panache. The more deep we get into the game, the more it is like a master against an apprentice. Blink of an eye, the score line has reached 44. With a lot of time still left in the quarter. India at the moment are struggling to get the ball on the other side. Contact. Surbi for Lakshmi cover. Trying for a give and go there to play towards Lakshmi and then go back and find herself into right side of space to receive it. Didn't happen. Here's again Gitanjali Bagga. Surbi, decent movement. Off the ring and back onto the court. Contact. Sri Lanka has the ball. Brilliantly done by Surbi. Good to see an interception coming from the girls in blue for a change. Gitanjali waiting for options. Finds Lakshmi cover. And India get one back. That's an event in itself, especially in this quarter, because goals have been hard to come by. Good leap, jump, and finding the net. Here's Dulangi for Rashmi, beg your pardon, and Rashmi goes and finds another one to add to the tally. Couldn't quite grab it. There comes Sri Lanka with swift movement. Gitanjali for Dulangi. Has got two options waiting in the middle. Decides to go with the one with significant height advantage and converts another one. Contact. Not going to be a penalty pass, and it's going to be a mountain for India to climb from here on. 1:3 is the ratio with which they are scoring. Unexpected, a few changes. Change in the goalkeeper. Navdeep Kaur has been introduced by Vikramaditya Reddy. And a change in the shooting option as well. Shilpa and Vaishnavi. Lakshmi cover has been replaced for the remainder of the third quarter. Here's Tishala with utmost ease. There's a contact, I believe, free penalty pass, and another one to the total. Being left almost unmarked. There's a contact. Surbi desperate to try and win the ball back. And Rashmi this time. So the lead is 35. Have got themselves to 50 at the moment, Sri Lanka. We have seen the attacking prowess of Sri Lanka right throughout. It looked like India would sort of pose more threat going forward, but defensively Sri Lanka have been rock solid, barring the first 5 minutes when India had a free run. They scored the first 4 points. It was back-to-back when we started the game. End-to-end stuff on both sides of the court, and from there on goals have been hard to come by. Been pretty organized, Sri Lankan girls. There you see the wing defense doing her duties, just knocking it out of the play for a throw-in. I believe that was an infringement, not a throw-in. Free pass, and India get one more back through Shilpa. Here comes Sri Lanka. Wow. Rashmi is gonna go out. Will be for Gitanjali. Gitanjali with the option waiting in the middle. It was knocked out by the goalkeeper, and infringement. Contact coming in from just outside the circle is Gitanjali for Vaishnavi, using her height advantage. Gayani trying to knock it out, and India have managed to get one more back. Contact. And that's going to be a penalty pass. Job well done by the goal shooter. Back on the other side in the blink of an eye. Is it Sri Lanka again? Free pass and another conversion. We're enjoying more of the ball in the last few minutes. When they get the ball, they convert more often than not. Another contact, has a go at it, and adds one more to the total. Pooja Chopra for the goal attacker in Vaishnavi. Here's Gitanjali. Vaishnavi, Gitanjali decides to go and finds the net. Brilliantly done. Few decent moments for India from the attacking front, but when it comes down to that back line and the defense, Sri Lanka are dominating, because whenever they get the ball towards the likes of Tishala, we haven't seen a result otherwise. Gayani there with the knock, but infringement. Contact was the signal given by the umpire. Penalty pass, and India finds one more goal added to the total. Another brilliant movement. Symphony of passes, and another easy shot at target and conversion. Aishwarya for Gitanjali. Pooja, Surbi, Vaishnavi. Looked like footwork was signaled by the umpire. Well, easy as you like. Seconds left in the third quarter. Anjali for the Langi. Probably there's a whistle for the third quarter. Not quite sure what the wait is for. And that counts. Well, it's a whistle now, perhaps, and that's the end of quarter number 3 with Sri Lanka being in total control of the game. India finding it hard to respond the way they would have ideally liked. 21-60 is what the scoreline reads after the end of quarter number 3. There's one to go, and we should be back in about a couple of minutes from now. Welcome back once again to the Koramangala Indoor Stadium here in Bengaluru. For the first time viewers tuning into our channel, this is the 13th edition of the Asian Netball Championship coming to you live here on Sports KPI. Pool A fixture between the host India and Sri Lanka. Good start to the final quarter for the girls in blue. Sri Lanka have dominated the game right since the beginning. India have had their moments. The difference in the skill set is pretty much evident for all of us to see. They have looked a better outfit, India. I'm pretty sure they are going to do well compared to the seasons or the additions we have perhaps had in the past. Finished 8th in 2018 and 2022. Again, very well done, drawing the defense out, catching them off the position, stretching that back line. Fell back to her fortuitously, and they have managed to score again. Good stuff. As Sri Lanka, Surbhi there couldn't quite knock it out. Clear contact. Ref is having word with the Indian players, and they convert yet again. They have distanced themselves quite significantly, the Lankan girls. There's no way India can try and catch them. Game was as good as over before the start of the third quarter. It was all about putting up the fight, preparing yourself for the competitions ahead. This is probably the toughest game India will play in this edition. As the Indian contingent, the assistant coach in Palak, Navdeep Kaur, has gone back again. Did take the court for a while in the goalkeeper position. India, well, the aim was at the target. Rebound and back onto the court, and Sri Lanka from defense to attack. And Rashmi decides to go all by herself, couldn't quite convert it. Gyanjali back with Rashmi. Vishala has been blocked. And finally, Rashmi manages to get one. And there is some sort of respectability to the score line compared to the previous two games between these two countries. I'm pretty sure all these girls playing for the national side, the Indian national side, would get plenty more opportunities going forward and coming back at the event and trying to better themselves. We'll get one more back. Try and narrow down that score line. Another infringement just outside the circle. Gyanjali is open. Finds to Shala. Shala. Surbi. For Sonam. Intercepted. Sri Lanka. Full time is the call by the ref. It was pretty clear from the ref there. The next infringement, it's going to be a warning, and there's going to be a 2-minute suspension to follow if she repeats that. Lakshmi Kanwar is serving her duties as the goalkeeper. Did play the second quarter as the goal shooter, and the move was pretty evident there. Don't want a suspension, so Praveen Jagtap finds herself back into her starting position. Vishala finds the ball. Another obstruction just outside the circle. Gyanjali for Tishala, and Tishala will pretty much convert it. Keep going for the last 4 minutes, and a tidbit would be the ask.
play for pride as much. Try and find some goals, find some confidence. It's going to be back-to-back defeats for the girls in blue. No start to Philippines the other day. Was a much closer game. Could have gone either way, but just in the last two quarters, Philippines distanced themselves away from India. Sri Lanka did play Saudi Arabia yesterday, and that was pretty much a one-sided contest. Was low to no response from the girls from Saudi, who are the first-time participants, along with Iraq and Bahrain. Good to see teams coming from that part of the world and playing this beautiful sport. There's Gitanjali for Sonam, back with Sonam. Takes the leap. Contact was the signal by the ref, and India gets a free pass and convert. Probably try and get the scoreline into higher 30s should be the target. Happy bunch there. Sri Lankan contingent enjoying their time in India. Vikramaditya ready. Will probably have to go back to the drawing board. Sort out the strategies for the games coming up next for the home side. We've played Japan, Philippines, Sri Lanka. We'll have Malaysia, Maldives, Saudi Arabia remaining. And from what we have seen so far, I think the Saudi game and Maldives, Saudi for sure has to be. India should start firm favourites in that fixture, and then Maldives would present some sort of challenge. But we'll have to wait and see how it pans out against Malaysia, because Malaysia, two times champion, will definitely be the one competing for the title. There's Sri Lanka again. There's Rashmi. Rashmi decides to go herself, and Lakshmi finds the net. Less than a minute to go, and Sri Lanka have hit 80. Here's India. An opportunity, and India have moved themselves to 30 with 25 seconds left in the game. Obstruction was the call. There was a contact there just outside the circle. Shala will have a go at it and add one more to the tally. It's been a tough day at the office for that backline especially. Contact just outside the circle. India will probably have another go at the target. Finds Vaishnavi, and she adds one more. So that's the time in the fourth and the final quarter we have, says the ref. It's been back-to-back defeats now for Team India. Sri Lanka dominated the game right throughout. India did look a bright side in the first 5 minutes, and then once Sri Lanka flipped the switch, there was no catching up. That lead just kept building and building and building as we moved further into the game. So that's the full-time score line. India 31, Sri Lanka 81. Comfortable win for the defending champions. Coming up next, Bahrain will take on Singapore. So that's a 7 p.m. start local time. Do join us again in a few minutes from now for that game. It's going to be a good contest. Bahrain have looked a bright prospect, first-time participants, but they have definitely looked a bright side. Singapore, of course, one of the top-notch sides in Asia. Looks like some celebrations there in the Sri Lankan camp. So that's my time here in the commentary box. Do join us again in a few minutes from now for the build-up to that fixture between Bahrain and Singapore. This is your commentator, Junaid, signing off from the commentary box.